Hello friends, welcome to the channel The World of Ayurveda. In previous episodes, we have been talking to you about the fundamentals of Ayurveda, or the very foundation of the Ayurveda on which the concepts of Ayurveda stands. From now onward, in spite of the fact that we have not completed our talks on fundamentals of Ayurveda, I shall be shifting to some different topics of common interest. And that is, I shall be talking about the functioning of various body systems, how they become sick, and what is the treatment of the disorders of these body systems, if at all they occur over there, and how we can take care of these body systems. The first in the series is the gastrointestinal system, or what we commonly call as digestive system. Now, in Ayurveda, this system is divided into two subsystems. One we call as Anvasrotas, the important function of which is ingestion of the food, digestion of the food, and absorption of the food into the systemic circulation. The other component of gastrointestinal tract is the Purishvasrotas, the function of which is predominantly to give formation to the fecal matter in the large gut by absorption of water out of the food waste which enters the large intestine from the small intestine. We will start with the upper or the first system, that is Anvasrotas. This particular system starts from the mouth, includes the food pipe, stomach, small intestine, till the time it reaches the large intestine at the junction we commonly call as ileocecal junction. Now this system is very important to us because the entire nutrition of the body, whether it is the energy giving food, whether it is the bodybuilding food, whether it is the vitamins, whether it is the minerals, whether it is the water, whether it is the micronutrients, they all enter the circulation through this system. The importance of this food can be understood by this particular fact that this system is considered as the seat of the Jaఠragni by the body, or the seat of the major metabolic fire of the body. Now this particular system starts from the mouth. In today's episode and next episodes, we shall be talking about the events which takes place as far as our digestion is concerned at the level of the mouth, and how important the role of the mouth is there in food digestion. We know that whenever the food is served to us, the very sight and smell of the food creates a desire to take the food. And at the very sight and smell of the food, we get salivation in our mouth, and that is preparatory to the intake of the food and chewing of the food in the mouth. As far as the mouth is concerned, there are 5 important components. Among them, the first is the taste. The taste is the function of the tongue inside our mouth. Over our development, we get accustomed to the tastes of the food, and we become compatible with some type of taste and incompatible with other taste. If some tasteless food is given to us, we do not relish that, and it is difficult to digest, and sometimes we do not accept it into our digestive system beyond our mouth. The other 4 important components in digestion of the food are the teeth, which are basically the grinding units of the food which is eaten to be converted into small particles, and these teeth can only work with the help of the muscles of the mastication, or the muscles of the face, which are essential for giving force to the teeth to chew the food. The third component is the salivary gland. The salivary gland secretes saliva. In Ayurveda, this saliva is known by the word Bodhak cough, which is considered as one of the subtype of the cough within the body, and other is the tongue. Now, as far as the salivary glands are concerned, they not only provide moisture to the food, they also make the food very slimy, and the tongue has a responsibility to turn over the food in the mouth and put them under the teeth so that teeth can grind them again and again. And the force of the muscle, the grinding action of the teeth, the moisture and sliminess given by the saliva and mixing by the tongue make the food into a pulp which is ready for being swallowed to this next part of our uh, intestine, that is esophagus or food pipe, through which it will enter the stomach for further digestion of the food. Now friends, if one of the components out of these five is lacking, the food will neither be properly digested at the level of mouth, neither it will be properly swallowed over there. Now as far as chemical digestion is concerned, that also occurs inside the mouth, as saliva contains a very important enzyme called as ptyalin, which helps in digestion of the complex carbohydrate into simple carbohydrate and starches, which can be further processed at the stomach or at the intestinal levels. If our muscles of mastication are very weak, for example, somebody is having paralysis of the mouth, the food will not be properly chewed or made into the pulp. If the teeth are sick or the denture is inadequate or absence, then the very action of the chewing of the food or breaking the food into smaller particles will not be there, and food will not be in the proper shape for further digestion in the stomach. Therefore, any infection of the teeth, caries of the teeth, gingivitis, infection of the tongue, ulcers, ulcers in the tongue, they can all help in poor function of digestion in our mouth. As a result of it, we will not be able to give the stomach the food in the shape it should be for further digestion at the level of stomach. This is sufficient for today. In next episode also I shall be talking about some component of digestion at the level of mouth for your knowledge, and I will like to have your comments on the email of this channel, that is Ayurveda Health Helpline at gmail.com. I will repeat it, Ayurveda Health Helpline at gmail.com. Thank you.